Hey, so I know if you're anything like me and all the real estate agents, I know it can be a crazy experience being on call all the time. Your clients have your cell phone number. They're calling you all hours of the night, texting you all hours of the night, whatever, weekends, holidays. Nobody cares. It's not, they're ruining your life, not theirs. So one of the ways we have figured out at the Gluch Group to make sure that we can actually take time off and enjoy our lives is Google Voice. And you can use any platform you want, but Google Voice is great because it's a free platform, which is really, really cool. And so I'm going to talk through the benefits of it today. And then I'm even going to specifically go through a lot of our settings and kind of how we set these things up. And so if you're listening to this as a podcast, worth checking out the YouTube as well to check those settings out. And you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So first of all, the benefits. What's great about Google Voice is you can literally turn it on and off. And you can also forward it to other people on your team who might be covering you, that kind of thing. So I'll show you kind of how it all looks on your phone. So you download an app on your phone. I've got an iPhone, and instead of answering calls like with your normal, app, you'll use the Google Voice app. You can see there on my home screen, I've got my Google Voice app. And so now you just have to get used to always using this to call people. So you open up the app right there. You make your phone calls, save all your contacts in here. It operates just like a normal phone, super simple. Text messages, all that stuff kind of works just like normal. Now, when you make an outgoing call on your Google Voice, it's going to route through your phone. So the number people see on the other end will be your Google Voice number. So that's the number they're going to get used to working with you in. But it's going to be running through your cell carrier, which is great. So it'll work. You don't have to be on the internet or anything for it to work. Text messaging runs straight through the app. So all your text messages you'll send and receive through the app. And again, what's really cool about this is that because it's all digital, you can see here on my screen, I've got logged into the web-based app here. Anyone who has my login could log in and send text messages as me, respond to text messages as me. One of the problems with iPhones is there's no way to forward text messages. So if I want to turn off my text messages and go on a vacation, that's not possible. So if all of these clients have my personal number, I'm going to get text messages on vacation, which I'm trying to avoid, like the plague. So this is great because I can turn off the app on my phone, not going to ring, no text messages are going to come through, and I can have somebody on my team be logged in as me and pick up all those messages as me. So it's a really, really cool system that allows you to have a lot of flexibility, functionality, and also coverage when you're gone. The other really neat thing is if you have an assistant, like I do, with several assistants on the team, they can send messages as me. Like it looks like it came from me. When voicemails come in, they're going to show up on this dashboard. So those voicemails, a lot of the times, Ashley, my assistant, can help those I don't even see them. The call comes in, she sees the voicemail, she handles it, archives it, it's done. I never even dealt with that thing because it was something that didn't require my personal attention. So it's a fantastic way for people to be able to respond as you and see your text messages as you as well. So that's really cool. So it's a fantastic system, really, really great. And then, as you're moving through the system here, you can see in the settings, we've got all kind of different options for what we want to do. So you can forward to different phone numbers. You can make sure that every time you get a text message, it emails you with that text message again. So that can go to your assistant or that can go to somebody on your team to handle that information for you. You can set up Google Calendar, do not disturb mode. So it doesn't call you after certain times or when you're in certain appointments. That's really cool. It's just really a fantastic system. So highly recommend you check out Google Voice. Here's what you can do too, is if you have a phone number like I did, I stepped out of the business where I wasn't really selling homes anymore and I moved to California from Arizona. But lots of people had that phone number. I didn't want to just abandon the phone number. So what I did was I ported that old phone number, and you can Google how to do this, from, it was like AT&T at the time, to Google Voice. So now the phone number I use almost all the time with business is still the same Phoenix number I've had for decades. But I got a new San Diego number, and I only really gave that to family and close friends and some of the members on my team, and that's it. So everybody else is getting the 480 number, and that way it all works. And we didn't miss any past clients or leads who called me from 3-4 years ago and had my old number. So you can actually port over your old number, which if you're an agent who's been in the business a long time, that's what I recommend. If you're brand new, just create a new Google Voice phone number, just start from scratch. But if you have been around a long time, you got a lot of past clients who have that phone number, I would port that number over so that now when that phone gets called, it rings on your Google Voice instead of your personal number. Get a new personal number. It's like starting over. It'll feel amazing, and you can thank me later. So I hope this helps. Great way for you to get your life back a little bit and use Google Voice to have some great vacations, some great time off. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Happy to chat with you. Thanks.